What is up, Leo? Welcome to your weekly general timeless reading. As most of you know, I move in 2 days, so these readings are going to be a little shorter this week just because things are a little chaotic right now. So I am still going to do a jumper reading. I'm going to skip the intro. Okay, you know the drill. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, I'm a master Reiki practitioner. You can book it down below through my website description box. November 1st is coming up very quickly. It's in 3 days. So if you want to sign up for Patreon, please go ahead, do that down below. Patreon always charges on the 1st of the month. So if you sign up on the 1st, you will not get double charged. Okay, that's just going to be your monthly charge as your sign up. For those of you who asked that question, there's your answer. And the readings on there have been getting very spiritual because, as you guys know, collectively we're going through a really big awakening. So these readings have been super intense. They're really exciting. I've been loving it. It's been wild. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. I would love to have you as part of our Patreon family. And other than that, let's get into it. So I'm only going to be using 2 decks. All the tarot decks I use are linked down below, Crystal Visions, and I'm going to be using Sun and Moon Tarot. I'm going to be doing past, present, future in a sense with jumpers, probably only 5 to 7 cards max with clarifiers, okay? Please like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. That's how the channel grows, you know? So let's see what's going on for my Leos. Also, happy Halloween. We got a super blue hunter's moon. Some crazy rare moon cycle energy. So just take advantage of that. See what's going on for my Leos, please, Spirit. What messages does Leo most need to hear right now? Show me what I most need to see for Leo. Leo, you're in a lot of intuitive feminine energy, which I really like. A lot of intuitive energy because my third eye is really bugging out. You're probably having a lot of crazy dream space experiences, and if some of you are having a lot of crazy dream space experiences but waking up in the middle of the night and kind of like, I know I just had a wild dream but I can't remember it now, I want you to really work on grounding yourself. You're probably going through an awakening, and when that happens, your upper chakras start raising because you're raising your frequency. So Spirit's basically pulling this half of you up. It's your job as a human, having a human experience, to make sure your lower chakras stay grounded, right? So work on your soul, your sacral, and your root chakra. Do a lot of physical activity, eat a lot of greens, make sure you're spending time with family, friends, like walk outside, do a lot of earthy stuff right now. Try not to overthink. Don't start fantasizing or thinking up situations in your head that aren't actually happening yet. Try to stick to the facts, because I do have this 8 of Swords energy that I'm feeling with you a little bit, Leo. Don't get too much up there. Yeah. 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Yeah. Don't get too in your head right now, because it's almost like you're worrying about what's to come, worrying about what's to come. Please don't do this. I can feel the anxiety peaking. It's just because you're very intuitive right now. You're probably going through a massive awakening, Leo. I feel it. Like it's like my third eye is like freaking blasting open, and that's okay. But when you go through awakenings like this, your frequency's here, and then your new frequency's up here. When you're in the in-between, you're gonna feel a little chaotic and lost, and that's okay, because you're not at an equilibrium yet. You're not feeling stable. But that's why your lower chakras are important, because your root chakra is where you feel stable and secure, grounded, safe. That's why you need to focus on that, okay? Then your other 2 cards, yeah. The indecision, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Hermit in reverse. They need to go within. They need to spend time alone, not to focus so much on what's going on around you in the external environment, because it's almost like, well, what can I do over here to fix me? What can I do at work? What can I do with my family? What can I do with my home? It's not what you can do there. It's what can you do with you? What can you do for your physical body? What can you do with your diet? Could you walk outside? Would that make you feel better? It's a lot of self-care time right now, okay? So Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, Jupiter energy, 10 of Swords, Gemini energy, 2 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and the Hermit card is Virgo energy. Leo, you're really going to be fine. You're really going to be fine. I promise you. This is just, I actually was just talking about this in the Aries reading with I know I do timeless readings, but right now collectively we're going through some crazy shit. a lot of crazy shit's going on. Okay, let's just call it what it is. This full moon we have on Halloween, which is in 3 days. Yeah, because it's October 29th, so no, 2 days. So on the 31st, we have that full moon in Taurus, which is a blue hunter's super moon. And that happens every 19 years, okay? A hunter's moon on Halloween, and a blue moon, I think, is every 2.5, 3 years. So a very rare event. 2020 has been a rare event, right? There's an aspect where the sun is opposed Uranus retrograde. And this kind of aspect does create some, I want to know what this new cycle is. I want to know what's coming. I can feel something coming, and I don't know what's coming, and I want to know what's coming, and someone tell me what's coming. And that's what this is. This overthinking about the change, the overthinking about the change, the anxiety, the fear, and I feel the cycle's closing out, but I don't see anything changing, and I totally just hit my glasses into my own face, but that's okay. And I need you to take a step back and breathe and ground yourself. Don't let, because it's not just you. This is the collective. You're going to see this with people around you. People are going to project this energy towards you, and you're going to feel that. So when you get overwhelmed and you get a little teeter-tottered and you're freaking out and you're in a Two of Pentacles, the Hermit in reverse is the advice from Spirit to, okay, Leo, step back, set your boundaries, turn your phone off, and maybe say, hey, I just want to sit on my sofa with a bowl of ice cream and popcorn and watch some TV right now and just be left the hell alone for a minute. It's nothing personal. I'm just a little overwhelmed, and that's okay because I'm having a human experience and this happens sometimes. That's it. It's literally that simple. Things are a little overwhelming, and I just need to take a second to take a breather, set some boundaries, and focus on me. It is okay. It is okay. That's not being rude. The way you deliver it can be rude, so be mindful of how you deliver it because we still got Mercury retrograding. That's how we communicate, how we think, okay? So just be mindful. Let's see what else we got for you. I'm gonna stop there. Yep, the Devil in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Unknown card. You're literally, okay, Leo. Leo, I'm a Leo moon, so I feel you. Because this is what rules my emotions. Listen, let's just preface this with, this is just energy. Just because it comes up in a reading doesn't mean that it is the end all be all. It's just be aware of it. And once you're aware of it, because for example, this is Leo energy. It's basically your shadow, right? So I'm not saying that all tarot is your shadow. That's not what I'm saying. I'm only saying that because the devil's out. So this is an aspect of your shadow coming up, and the shadow is what rules your fear. So I'm just laughing at it because this is totally how my fear does bubble up because I have a Leo moon, which rules my emotions. And this looks like how a Leo's emotions would come out, and it's a Leo reading, so it's just funny to me. It's just really funny because look what it is. It's fear about what's coming. Your ship's coming in. It's literally fear of the unknown. Well, I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming. And it's just wanting to know what this new cycle is. It's the overwhelming of it all. Capricorn energy with the Devil. The Unknown card is unique to this deck, and the Three of Wands is Aries energy. You just want to know what new cycles are coming, what people are coming in, what job, career offers are coming in, everything. And Spirit's testing your ability to surrender and allow yourself to stay in the present moment and kind of say, instead of worrying about what's coming, how about you give yourself a pat on the back for making it through this process and allow yourself to appreciate the end of the cycle. Like, say goodbye to the cycle you're closing out. Say goodbye to the cycle you're closing out. Okay, like for example, I'm moving out of an apartment complex that I've been in for 5 years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, let me reflect on all of that on this full moon in Taurus. Full moon, closing out of massive cycles. Closing out of massive cycles, Leo. Collectively, we're going through this. Allow yourself to purge whatever this fear is. Recognize what those fears are, whether it's people, whether it's thought process, beliefs. It's time to release them. These are the anchors. Everybody's got an anchor on this full moon that they need to recognize and try to pinpoint. And it could be multiple anchors, thought processes, even beliefs about yourself. But let's get into it. Let's clarify to see what this is. Got some heavy stuff going on. I don't want to ramble too much because I'm trying to keep these a little shorter. But I'm definitely a talker. Let's look at the wheel. Let's look at the Ten of Swords first. I want to look at the Ten of Swords for Leo. Show me what I need to see for Leo. Okay, and I'm just going to be honest. Some of you, it's the way you... So let's say you're not happy with how you portray yourself, right? What are you doing to change that mold that you've created? So let's say your family has put you in a box. You don't like the box you're in. Are you acting differently to get yourself out of that box? Are you changing aspects of yourself to change their perspective? Not that their perspective matters, but if it matters to you, which honestly it shouldn't, like it shouldn't matter what other people think. Like I am so like, I am who I am kind of like thought process. And eventually you will get there as you dive into your spiritual journey, which is an amazing place to be. That's like the embodiment of self-love, right? But we're human. And it's normal to kind of care what people think, but some of you, that's what the shadow energy is. It's like, well, what do people think of me? What do people think of me? What do you think of you, Leo? That's what this, for a lot of you, I'm getting like, what do you think of you? Versus, okay, I'm just gonna be very blunt. Why do you care what other people think of you right now? It's not a time for that. It's just not a time for that. It's not a time for that. That's really what this is getting at. Some of you need to stop caring so much what the people around you are thinking and perceiving you as, and start like, I want you to make a list. This is your homework. Whoa, my Lanta, you guys got me like wide open right now with this whole third eye thing. I want you to make a list of the person you want to become within the next year. And then I want you to make a list of how you're going to become that person. And that includes, okay, well, how's my inner dialogue? How do I talk to myself? Okay, well, do I really believe that about myself? How do I treat my body? How do I take care of my skin? How do I take care of my teeth? How do I eat? How do I exercise? How do I think? How do I speak out loud? How do I speak inside, you know? How do I speak to other people? Etc. It's a very all-encompassing self-love project that you're about to encounter is really what this feels like. We've been talking about this for a while though, Leo. I feel like your past few readings have been a lot about like self, which is not selfish. It's just that that's how you're gonna be able to attract all these very abundant connections that Leo loves to attract. Like Leo's all about, I love to love. Like I love to give. I love to give. But Leo also needs to be loved too. But in order to be loved, the same caliber that Leo loves to love, Leo needs to love self at that caliber first. And I think that's what Spirit's trying to get across to you. Whew! I don't know why that one was really tough for me to like kind of portray. Is that the right word? Convey. There we go. Yep, Nine of Pentacles. There it is, your independence. What about you? What about Leo? What about the confidence? What about the self-care? What about what Leo needs to feel stable, to feel safe, to feel secure? That's what this Ten of Swords is. No more of insecure, not feeling comfortable in my own skin kind of Leo. Done with that. Virgo energy. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Wow. No longer sticking around for the things that are not emotionally fulfilling. You got the 8 to the 10 of Cups. You got the 8 always leads to the 10. So for them to come out together like this, and one upright and one reverse, like just these two moons opposite each other, literally night and day. Spirit's like, we're done. We're done dealing with people that are, wow, I said literally people. I was trying to say like circumstances. It doesn't have to be people. It can be multiple things, but I guess for most of you, it's people. The 8 of Cups in reverse, that's basically sticking around for things and people, situations that aren't emotionally fulfilling at all. It's not a true 10 of Cups. They're not filling you up. They're not satisfying whatsoever. And they're not moving you forward. Spirit's like, that's what needs to change because I'm trying to bring you a 10. I'm trying to bring you a 10 of Cups energy. Pisces energy with the 8 and the 10 of Cups. So let's look at the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, but the whole issue is, well, I don't know how to create this new beginning. I don't know how to do it. How am I going to build it? You're in a learning mode, basically, teaching mode. You need to be open to being educated, learning for yourself, exploring. And it's also, and I don't mean like opening a book, I just mean exploring like, okay, maybe I'm gonna go on a walk today and see if I like walking outside, seeing how I feel about that, seeing if maybe I do like hiking, maybe I do like kayaking, maybe I do like painting, maybe I do like writing, maybe I do like playing an instrument, you know? It's exploring what self-care is to you. So let's look at the Hermit. Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a need to find balance. It's a need to find balance within you as an individual in order to do this healing. Because that's that very teeter-totter energy. It's time to give to yourself. The Six of Pentacles is also a card of receiving. Then you have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so there also might be a lot of fantasizing about people coming back and giving you what you deserve, giving you everything you need to feel fulfilled. And that might be why you're not doing this healing, not going within. Because there's a lot of fantastical energy that I am feeling with you, Leo. This daydreaming of maybe people will come back and treat me how I've been wanting to be treated. Yep, there's the Knight of Wands energy. There they are. There's your person. That player energy, right? Knight of Wands. They're going to come in real passionately and sweep me off my feet and give me everything I want. And that's what you're daydreaming about instead of actually going within and doing this work on yourself that you need to be doing. Okay? So just be cautious of that. Forget the daydreaming right now, just to be super blunt. Like, it's time to focus on you. It's time to focus on what you need. Wipe the slate clean. What's important right now is Leo. It's not what other people can give Leo. It's what can Leo give Leo. So let's look at the Devil. Let's see what's the toxic energy. This attachment. Six of Cups, the past. Six of Cups in reverse, no less. Very imbalanced connection. Could be a very imbalanced soulmate connection. Could also just be the past in general. Whatever your past environment was. Environment, situation, relationships. Because the Six of Cups doesn't just have to be soulmates. It's literally the card indicative of the past, right? Scorpio energy with the Six of Cups. It's time to let go of the attachment to the past, of how those cycles were. Oh, it's crazy. Everybody's getting Six of Cups in reverse in these readings because that's what this full moon is all about. It's about releasing the past. We're heading into a very powerful brand new cycle as a collective, and people need to understand that it's done. So if you have a victim mentality, it's time to cut that. No longer a victim. Brand new powerful you coming in. Embrace it. Allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to embody that. Tell me more about the Devil for Leo. The Tower. Ah, exactly. No more. The past is coming down. It needs to come down. Aries, Scorpio, Mars energy with the Tower card. Faulty foundations. I love it. And it has the Ira Ra there. Let's look at the Three of Wands in reverse. The Fool and the Two of Cups. This is all soul alignment. Look at this fear though. It's literally the fear of having what's meant for you. It's the fear of this new beginning that's supposed to bring in all this abundance, all this happiness. It's like, no, Jordan, I don't really see that coming. Like, I don't believe it's coming. Everybody's saying it's coming, but like, I don't think it's coming. But that's your own, by thinking that, by believing that, oh no, it's not gonna happen. I don't really, you can say that, but like, that's just a tarot reading. I don't really believe that. Like, energetically, you're putting it out there. So that's why you don't feel it anymore, because you're putting out that low vibrational energy that's, here's a nice big wall for you, universe. I don't want it. I don't believe it's gonna happen. I don't believe it's meant for me. You might as well be putting up a big old stop sign that says, not for me. Like, why? Why do you still want to hold on to something so imbalanced when the universe is like, hello, I'm trying to bring you something amazing and abundant, brand new for you. Literally, the Sun opposed Uranus energy. Here is the Sun and the Fool, Uranus energy for you. Literally, that aspect I was just talking about is sitting here in my hand. And you're like, nah, reject it. Nah, I don't want it. I appreciate you, Jordan, but maybe next time. Next time, this happens every 19 to 20 years. Like, 18 and 19, we'll just round it up to 20. Why? Because I wanted to, because I like even numbers. 18 is my favorite number though. Why? I don't know. Let's look at the Unknown card. Leo, I love you, but I just love you. You make me want to bang my head against the wall sometimes, but I love you. Unknown card. This is literally so Leo. Just look at the Princess of Swords in here. It's kind of like kiss my, you know, like, it's like, oh, I don't know what's coming, but it's just like that sassy Leo energy. Like, you can say what you want, but I'm gonna do what I want anyway. That's literally what it is. It just feels like your ego. I love you to death. You have a great reading. You have amazing things coming. It's literally just whether or not you're gonna allow yourself to have it. Don't put up the big old stop sign. Please allow yourself to have this, because the Sun and the Fool, it's the universe trying to bring you into alignment with your soul, with what's meant for you, because the Two of Cups is soul alignment. It's what's of your highest good. Okay, Leo, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. Please join our Patreon family, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.